My favorite memory of Ralph was when I got an acoustic guitar for Christmas, and we went in the basement and we played Led Zeppelin together.
I don't have a specific memory. I just remember when we were little, anytime Uncle Ralph was around, he was like an addition to all the kids. He was such a fun time. Like we always wanted to be the one who Uncle Ralph would push on the strollers. So he was just such a fun spirit. I'm glad that we got to spend some time with him the last 10 months.
I think my favorite memory was at Hannah's wedding here. I stood next to him in the line for Skyline Catering, and we had a fun conversation about something stupid, but it was great, and yeah, I love him.
Okay, Ralph came to stay with us last year, and he was talking another way back. Hysterical. I said to him, "Well, can I go to sleep?" It was about 11:45. He said, "Oh, I realized I forgot the time change." But all he did was laugh. He's my godson also. So he's my nephew and my godson. And we'll miss you a lot. And my son Stevie's our brother. That's how Stephen brought motorcycle because of him.
Well, pretty darn. I heard his name and seen it. What the Christ?
Ralph was special. He was so laughing all the time. He never got mad. He was so good. Anyway, he's with God now. That's the main thing.
Hey, Aunt Urs, Uncle Bill. It was really nice to see everyone come together and celebrate Ralph, and we're just so honored to be part of this. I have so many beautiful memories of Ralph growing up, and I just don't, I just don't know if it was the getting hurt part of it that made everyone gravitate around the things that we did as kids growing up. But I lived for that, and just to be part of the childhood and growing up and seeing some of the memories. Just to relive those moments, it's just cherish it with all my heart. And I just wanted to let you know I love you guys. Always remember Ralph, and it's in my heart. And I'm just so honored to be part of this very special moment with the family. It means a lot. Love you guys.
Ralph. I think about, there's 1,000 stories. So funny. There's so many stories we didn't tell today, but we continue to have Ralph's memory and everything that he stood for, and all of his joy and his smile. And as my youngest cousin, I think we just had a special bond and a special relationship, and we're going to miss Ralph, but we're never going to stop telling the stories because they're funny, they bring us joy, and then that's what Ralph did for us. So we'll see you one day up there in the pearly gates.
So when Ian got up to speak, it really kind of spoke to me about how I felt about Raphael. I'm first cousins with Rafi, and we lived very far apart from each other. We didn't get to see each other very often, but I remember always feeling excited about seeing him and about spending time with him, because you just always felt like you were always together with him whenever you did have that little bit of time together with him. And as far as like everybody was saying how he's so funny and he has so much life, my daughter Allison met him once in her years of being able to remember, and that's all she ever said. Anytime I brought up Rafi, she's like, "Oh, that's the funny one, that's the funny one." So he was really wonderful about leaving an impact on people, even for just when he met them, even at just brief moments. So he was a very, very wonderful person, and he had an amazing heart, and we did love him very much.
Well, I'm Jeannie, I'm his aunt, and he's a magnificent kid. We're going to miss him like anything. He always came to the house. He didn't feel like, oh, these are the old folks. but we would go out together and have really a great time.
There's only one thing you had to be careful with Ralph. If you weren't on the bread right away, you weren't going to have any the entire meal.
And you had to have a lot of coffee. You know, he would just make a whole pot for himself. But it was fun. You know, he was unique, loving, very loving, and we loved going out with him to karaoke. As I mentioned before, it was a joy. When he came over the house too, he always would say, "What can I help you with, Aunt Jeannie? What can I help you with?" Well, one day I gave him a big job. He moved our entertainment center and only made one hole in the wall. So, but that's the most important things I could think about. He was, wherever we were and wherever he was, it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, he was
A lot of good
fun.
memories.
Everything that he did would be fun. Yeah, just so you make even the drudgery of moving furniture around.
Yeah.
Was fun with him.
Yeah.
Especially when I always breaks one of the shelves. You know, it's
No, I
just-
thought that was good. That was good. But right now, I gotta be thinking about it, and we will miss him like I can't imagine. I mean, I'll be crying for a while.